This is the rise, a little bit of the fall, and definitely the rebirth of the Ndubuisi Kanu Park here in Lagos, which was a forgotten oasis back in time, but it's different now. Welcome back to Tales, and my name is Funmi. Funmi loves to explore whatever city she's in, and that's why the city of Lagos would always be a favorite. So back in 2024, sometime in July, this park was closed, and what had happened was a report came out in the dailies that several parts needed to undergo maintenance because they sort of failed. The chairs were different and old and raggedy, and for that reason, LASPARK, which is the regulatory body for parks and gardens here in Lagos, closed down the park, and now it is officially open. But what that meant was people who came to Ikeja to visit the park only had to use the JJT park, which is the one that has the flags, and just opposite this park. Now it was very, very, we had to undergo a lot of inconvenience because this park was very, very different to the JJT park. Beg your pardon. JJT park at the time was free, and this park wasn't free. So it meant that everybody that wanted to have like a free experience and didn't want to pay anything had to go there, and those that didn't mind the quiet side of things would come here. So the price at the time was just about 200 naira, but now that the park is open, it would cost around 1,000 to about 1,500 to visit the park. And already many are beginning to argue that why should parks even be, why do you have to pay to visit public parks? But I don't know why you don't have to pay, so long as the fee is not outrageous. 1,000 naira for the whole day or 1,500 for the whole day, I think is fair. Because when you're talking about maintenance and having to do so many things, it's this little fee that would go hand in hand and it would help in the long run. Look at what the park stands to offer now. There's so many board games that have been introduced. The aviary is back. The animals are back. You can come in and watch and have movie nights under the stars. There's a basketball court. There's several things to enjoy now. There's a library for children that has, the library area has like a ball pit for younger children, like toddlers, to play in. There's a place for VR, for games. There's a lot more to offer in the park compared to before it was shut down. And the idea of maintenance would always crop in when people feel like they've paid and they're not getting their money's worth. But if you see that you've paid and things are now dilapidating, then you can speak out. But if not, then I don't really think we have so much to talk about. I get the fact that government is meant to protect and provide certain basic amenities, but this is not to stop us from also chipping in. 1,000 here, 1,500 there, I don't think is too much. What do you think? And some might argue that wherever they live in other parts of the world, public parks are free. Well, I'm just saying it from the experience I've had here in Lagos. I've been able to witness what a free public park is and a not so free public park is. And I've been able to marry the two together. And I've come to that conclusion that if it's not so expensive, I don't think there's anything wrong in that. But this is not to dissuade people from visiting the parks, because the idea of coming to parks in the first place is to relax. And the city of Lagos, as we know it, is very, very hectic. It can be very, very hectic. So over the weekends, come in with your family, have a place to relax with the children. And if it's something that would be too pricey, then it shouldn't be. But 1,000, 1,500, I don't think it's bad. I'm not speaking for anybody, I'm just speaking for myself. So if you're living in any part of the world and you visit public parks frequently, are your parks free? Are we making a case? Should we be making a case for free parks here or not? What do you think? There's also a food court area where you could come in and buy things. Now, that is not free, and that is not part of your ticket as it is. You have to pay for those things. But all in all, the park remains a place where we need to come in and enjoy. I mean, the life in Lagos can be stressful as any other cosmopolitan city in the world. So we need a place to relax and rejuvenate for the week. So coming here that day, I had asun. This asun was very, very spicy and very nice. The weather right now, as we're in Lagos, is a little bit cold because we're in the raining season, and we shouldn't be, because the whole idea of climate change is really affecting us. Ordinarily, we should have gone past the rains by now, but we see right now we're still experiencing it. So the idea of tree planting and all of that is something that this park seems to encourage you and remind you to do, because everywhere is just trees planted, greenery. It's even bigger in terms of the facilities compared to the JJT. I feel like it has more stuff, particularly with the parking. JJT Park doesn't have as much car park area, but this Ndubuisi has more. So initially I thought this was going to be open around December, to be fair, but I'm happy now that in October we're seeing the park reopened. Is really good. So that means 30 December is going to be packed. There's going to be a lot more fun for us here in Lagos to enjoy, and particularly for tourists to come to. I mean, it's not just about going to hotels and visiting restaurants. You also want to enjoy what the the greenery is around Lagos, what it means to walk around, cycle, bring your scooters and things like that. So I'm super happy that this park is back, and this was my experience of it, and the questions and the thoughts that were just going through my head. And I wanted to ask you, my listeners, what you thought about it. Should parks be free in Lagos, or you don't mind paying a little bit, like 1,000, 1,500? So yes, thank you again for sticking with me on this video. From this video you can see how other people have planted. They even named some of the trees around those that have planted them. So thanks again for watching the video, and as always, I would love to see you again in my next video. But before I go, if there's someone would love to visit Lagos and is thinking, oh, what do I do? Perhaps you want to send this video to them. This is going to be like the karaoke area, as well as where you can watch movies. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I would see you again in my next video. Bye bye now.